Morning. So, I'm full of cough and cold. However, this is my life. There's only me. And if I don't get up, and if I don't do everything I need to do today, nothing will happen. And today is MOT. Today's MOT day.
Hi again. In case you missed it, I'm Catie Lake, and this is my adventures into car life. Car camping, micro camping, and as I came up with this morning, last time I went away on a camping trip, in a proper camping trip, with a tent, was actually when I stayed over somewhere and they offered us a glamping tent, like a bell tent, for the weekend that we were there because we were involved running something at the event. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. That set the bar. So because I am a bit of a princess, I really don't want to sleep in a tent on the floor anymore. I've done it a few times in the past, didn't really enjoy it, never really knew why. Now I know why. Running a bit late, kind of rough up my hair. Now going to the car, let's go and get this thing done. Anyway, right, here we go. Well, here goes. That's it left in. I hate MOT. I need to find a cafe, but there's no cafe around here. And the pub's closed, it's long gone. I'll probably get knocked down again. So I don't know, we're going to have a wander to see what we can find. Might be something. Oh, that's good. Right. Okay. So I dropped it off. I had to wander back through town really slowly. Saw some friends, well, I say friends, acquaintances that we know from another project that I'm involved with. They were doing something in town. I come back, I had coffee, I'm going to do a bit of work, and we'll wait for the dreaded call. And I'll let you know what the result is. Poor Rowena. It's like putting a pet into the vets for me. It's kind of your connection to the world. It's that bit of freedom you still have when you can't walk everywhere just whenever you want because it's too tiring. So you need a vehicle. It's very sad. I don't want this to get down and horrible. I'm just saying it's kind of really important to me. So we'll see. Okay, I'm going to drink the rest of my coffee and wait for the dreaded call. Put that down. Okay. Yeah, right. There we go. Okay. So, interesting Zoom webinar about fundraising, which I said I'd pop in and have a look. See, it's more geared to sports organisations, but it's always worth listening to these things because you never know, you get little tidbits of information and interesting things that might be useful for us. And one was actually that they said get in touch with support at the crowdfunder because they can adjust things and change things that might actually work in our favour. So I'm like, that's handy. We needed to know that. So anyway, while I was in the middle of said webinar, the phone rang and it was the garage. Oh, really? Okay, so what's the damage? And they went, it failed. I was like, oh no, I knew that. He said, wash wipe is not working properly. I was like, oh, it's sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. I said, I think it's just getting blocked up. Can you have a look? He's like, yeah, we'll sort it out. And he said, and the other thing is it's really high on hydrocarbons. I'm not a mechanic. I don't really understand. But apparently replacing some one or all or many of the spark plugs may help. So it's going to be a couple $100 or so, maybe 3, 4, 5, who knows. But it's going to get through because they're going to do that and they're going to have a look at my wash wipe for me, which would be brilliant. So I'm going to wait for them to ring me back again when it's all done, and then I can have a wander back out and go and get her. Yep. So there we go. Oh, I love having a car, but why is it the most expensive thing to maintain in life? So they're a money pit, are they? change of scenery. It's lovely and sunny outside. I've just had to pop over and just let the lion dog out. He's there. And then I have to pop into town and pick up my car because somehow it's now got an MOT. However, it didn't come without a hitch. So it did have to have a bit of tweakery pokery with the wash wipe, which was playing up, and then it worked and then it didn't, and then it worked and then it didn't. And they went, it doesn't work properly. I was like, I know, it sort of does and then doesn't, then comes and then goes. And they went, we'll have a jab at it and see if we can make it work. And apparently they have. So it's been a bit pricey. I kind of allow 500 quid an MOT because it always ends up being around that. We'll find out when I pick it up exactly how much it's going to be. Turn the mic off. Thank you. Okay. And guess what? It's all done. And the total bill, let me tell you without running into anything, £178.93p. Not bad. I think that's alright. I can live with that, do you think? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, round the corner, round the corner, round the corner. Oh look, another CRV! No. Me and my ex-wife used to go, CRV! CRV! Because she used to love CRVs. Well, I still love CRVs. That's why I got another one. There's another CRV. CRV! Maybe I should bring that onto the channel. I don't think she might. Who knows? Anyway. Get home. I might drop off by the shop and get some munchies for tonight. And tonight I already think I'm going to have a beer to celebrate having another MOT. So we'll probably go and get one of those. Okay, let's get some air through. Oh, so hot. I should have tied my hair up, but I didn't. I do have long hair. You might not see it down very much during my videos because I always tie it up into a little bun. And that's kind of my trademark. But today I just left it down because I just washed it and I was like, I'm just going to leave it down while I'm out. In some ways that's not so good because then you overheat. But anyway, we're on the road again. I now have an MOT for another year on the CRV. Hurrah! Thank you to the guys at my local garage for doing that. Well, some things ticked off. I haven't looked at the advisories yet. I've no idea what the advisories might be, so we'll see. But nice. So we'll see. I'll read them when we get back. Okay. Oh, I always try to do this properly. Third past the car. Turn hard left. There we go. Oh, the car's parked just a touch too far over. The other day I did it and it was spot on. But today, not quite. Okay. Here we go. When I hear the clunk, there it is. When I hear the clunk, that's my back wheel on the right in the corner of the parking place. On the drain. The drain's really strong, it's fine. Okay, cool. That's me done, I think. Cool. Park. Put the windows up in a minute. I'm just going to just leave it here, just sat here like this. I'm going to keep the engine going because I'm going to shut the windows. Right, last thing in the car. Okay, we're wrapping up. Back to the bit of paperwork. I just want to tell you what else I found. While I was in there, I said, can you give me a hint as to who I need to talk to about getting the aircon pumped up, charged up, whatever you do, gassed? And he went, oh, there's somebody who can recommend to you for that. I was like, oh, brilliant. So I've got Al Aircon. Well, it does look like AI aircon. I wonder if there's artificial intelligence air conditioning. AI aircon, apparently. So I'm going to ring him and say, how much to put my thingy gas up? He went, apparently aircon, the reason it stops working is because it evaporates. I didn't know that. Apparently aircon gas evaporates in the system. Tell me if this is true. Comment below, tell me if it's true. Aircon evaporates in the system and that's why you have to regas it all the time. Who knew? Okay, cool. I had a quick look. I said I was going to have a look at the advisories. Every car I've ever had has had millions of advisories. Like, it's missing some wheels or something's fallen off the back of it, or it's missing half a steering wheel or something. But this one today, just done all that, that's all fine. Here we go. Fix immediately. All the hydrocarbons exceeds manufacturer specified limits on the fast idle. So did the carbon monoxide content, and the carbon monoxide content at idle. Oh, second fast idle, the first two. This idle one is also beyond the split limits, so they knew there was something was seriously up. But they put a new set of spark plugs on, and it solved it all. Bosh. And the only other thing I knew was the windscreen wiper provides insufficient washer fluid, and he went, we really need to fix that, because it was clearly wrong last time, it's not improved. I went, okay, just do it. And he went, okay, we'll do it. And apparently he has done it. Apparently. We'll find it next time it rains. And there was only, seriously, one other thing. And the one other thing is the long-term, always been there for years, oil leak under the engine, but not excessive. Just old. It's just a leaky seal something. And that's it. That's it. Nothing else. Like, how many times do you get a car like that, especially this old? Just for the record, this car is, hang on, how old is it? It's a 50, no, it's an 03? 53? I can't remember. 53, 03, something, I can't even remember. Oh, I've got the thing in front of me, I'll just check. Doofus. I know. It's an 03. Okay, thank you. I knew it was an 03. It's an 03. So this car's an 03, which means it's 22 years old. Wow. One thing that's always been there for like years. It's on all the MOTs. It's like, yeah, oil leak's still there, it hasn't magically gone away. I'm like, okay, not a problem though. Everything else, tip top. So, do you feel we're getting closer to actually doing this and actually going and doing some, you know, car camping? Maybe. I was thinking actually, just something else. There's a wind mirror that does need replacing, because it's a manky mess. It's got a replacement bit of glass stuck on top of a broken bit of glass, and the mirror's actually held on by tape. They never complain about it at the MOT, but it's in a mess. It probably needs fixing. If I can find a cheap, sort of scrappy replacement silver mirror for it, I might change that, because that isn't going to be ridiculously expensive, is it? And I think I could do it myself. Okay, good, because I've done one before on a van. And then what else do I want to do? Something else I wanted to do. I can't remember what it was. Hi, me again. I had to pop back to the car because I left something behind. And on the way back to the car, I suddenly remembered what the other things that I've got to look at are. It's the central locking. Something somewhere is triggering the central locking to log. I don't know why. It may be a thing to do with CRVs, because it seemed to do it on at least another ex-family member's car a while back. It does it on mine here. I need to investigate why, but the problem is that it sometimes locks and then ends up in a bit of a loop where it goes, oh, it's locked, so will I arm the alarm? And then it arms the alarm and it goes, oh, but the doors are open, even though I locked them. And it sets the alarm off, which is really annoying. So I'm going to look on the CRV forums, unless anybody here knows, put a comment below. But otherwise, I'm going to look on the forums and see if I can find out why the alarm goes off on these things. Mark II revision, but not the facelift, this one, although it did it on the facelift one as well. CRV, Honda CRV. Why does it do it? I don't know, it's random. Anyway. So that's the other thing on my list. So I will sort that out too. I washed it yesterday. It's looking a little bit better today. It needs a polish, but it looks all right. Close enough. I have a pile of stuff coming, which when it finally arrives, I will do some videos of me trying to do something with it all. I'm toying with getting the rear windows tinted because heat, hot, privacy, camping. Big greenhouse car, so that might well be done, and I'm going to start exploring what I can do on the inside. I still have one thing in the back of my mind, and I'll leave it here. I still have to somehow work out how I'm going to design my car camper around carrying my mobility scooter while I'm carrying that with me. I think I may have to get something smaller. I have something small already, but it may have to be even smaller. I don't know, we'll think. We'll think on that. Anyway, all good. Result today, pass. So I think we can move on to the next stage. I think we're one step closer to me going car camping. From me, Catie Lake, bye for now.